Hi, my name is Mark Walker and I'm the editorial director at the Fintech Times, and we're here at Seamless Middle East here in Dubai for Seamless TV. I'm going to start off by asking my interviewee to introduce himself to you, our audience.
I'm Rajkumar Kanagasingam. I'm the president of the Fintech of Sri Lanka. I'm also a founding chairman of the Asian Fintech Academy and also Humble International. Both are focusing on Web3 and other Fintech related issues.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you finding Seamless at the moment?
Yeah, it's really fun and
Lots of people.
really well organized event.
Yeah. So obviously with the Sri Lankan Association, I guess, what's the current trends that you're seeing in the market at the moment?
Yeah, Sri Lanka was, before the COVID pandemic, we were doing very well on the fintech startups. They were coming out a lot of blockchain applications and on artificial intelligence and a lot of some startups are focusing mostly on the payment gateways related issue, the payment related issues, and also some are on the fintech related loans, collaborating with some of the international other the funding organizations. But after the pandemic, everything is changed now. And also after pandemic, everybody knows in the world, we had the chaos in the economy, and almost we have become bankrupted because central bank actually they formally announced the nation is bankrupted. So after that, a lot of startup founders they have been leaving the country, mostly the Gulf countries and also Singapore, and then some of them leaving to North America and also to Europe. So there's a big the outflow of the talent is at the moment. So the Sri Lanka is now we are facing in a very difficult, not only the fintech arena, even from even some of the doctors and also some of the top engineers. So most of them, they are migrating. Most of them are migrating. Others are just leaving at least temporarily.
Yeah. So difficult sort of times. I guess similarly to other regions, I guess Sri Lanka has also started to embrace digital assets now as well, as after the pandemic. And as you say, with economic turmoil, people start looking at maybe more digital assets rather than physical cash. Are you experiencing that in Sri Lanka, a move to digital assets?
After pandemic? Yeah, after pandemic, we are not in it's in a different Sri Lanka now after. Maybe other parts of the world after pandemic, they might have, they are not that much affected. Maybe a few countries, still they couldn't come up. They are finding very difficult. But Sri Lanka, we are actually really totally crashed. Is now under the current leadership of President Ranil Wickremesinghe. He's managing some extent. Really, he's a good, charismatic leader, but still we need a lot of bailouts. Not only from IMF, even from other countries, the powerful countries like USA or China or even India, they are helping already, but we need some more. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Not only for Sri Lanka, any of the bankrupt country, whether you take it as in Argentina or Lebanon, these are the countries very recently affected, or Venezuela, or so. Really,
and I guess a lot of thinking about central bank digital currencies. That's obviously an area where many countries are now thinking arranging central bank digital currencies might be a good idea, a way to improve the economic situation of the country. Is that happening in Sri Lanka as well?
Yeah, someone from New York, he asked me some digital, currency, whether I can introduce the central bank governor, and then we can, you can get into this sort of decentralized the sort of payment system to get out of this current mess in the country economic. But central bank governor, he never responded. And actually they are not interested, because we thought of they were not interested particularly for this New York firm. But later one of the billionaire, he came, I think Deber from California. He also pitched we can go for a digital currency focusing Bitcoin. He met in person the central bank governor, but he refused. And he met even the president. I think he also didn't show much interest about digital currencies. Because my personal view also, to which extent the digital currency or the decentralized the payment solution can help, because still because most of the nations are controlled by the central bank. It is a very tight monetary policies, and these are more controlled monetary policies. But if I am going to ask some sort of a decentralized thing, it is that we are challenging with the central bank straight away, their monetary system, and we are asking them to introduce something else, challenging them. So I don't know, it is some contradictory. I don't know to which extent they will support. Even the government, without a centralized monetary system, they can't control the nation. How everything is by Bitcoin and the decentralized, they can control. Even for the time being, it might be sometimes help for an extent, but a bit still the decentralized that currency world, or the decentralized the monetary world, is not properly regulated, and we don't know what's happening, who are the real investors behind, whether they are the drug lords or the money launderers, nobody knows.
Yeah.
So that's why every other country, the regulators, either it is the central banks or any other the lawmaker or the regulators like FEI or even CAA, they are all scared. So what's happening? So something goes around the world, then they can't control, because some sort of a shadow government or a shadow sort of system will suddenly will evolve. Then it will go out of control totally. So that's why they don't want.
It's very interesting. I think for my final question as well, what do you think? Where do you think it will be in 1 year's time? What do you think will be happening in 1 year's time with central bank digital currencies?
You're asking the Dubai or the Sri Lanka or the whole world or the
whole world?
Huh?
The whole world.
Yeah, because Dubai and Singapore, if you are going to take, these are the different world, because the regulators, even the country's leaderships, they are very pro. They are supporting a lot for the innovation. And again, Singapore, if you are going to even Hong Kong or the Dubai, these are the financial hubs. There are a lot of resources, there are a lot of reserves, a lot of talent. And then they build for a brand for them already. Either Singapore, Hong Kong or the UAE. They already build a brand. So any investors will trust these countries. Any innovations which take place in Dubai, any investors will trust. Even they will go to actually some extent to take the risk. Or even they will invest at least for the 10 companies, even they are ready to lose all 9 and at least 1 they will depend on. So these things can happen a place like Dubai or either in Singapore. So I think the Dubai and especially the Singapore, they will go in payment, the way they pay and the way the whole transaction between each individuals to other, and each individual to the nation in these countries, in this either in Dubai and Singapore, it will become well advanced. We can't think about it even. That will go within 1 year or even within another 2-3 years. It will go. These countries will be very smart nations. We can't stop it because it started. So we can't stop it. These especially these countries, Singapore and Dubai.
Thank you very much, Rajkumar. Thank you very much for joining us here, the Seamless TV, produced by the Fintech Times.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to come out with my ideas.